All right, YouTube, and welcome back to Fernvalley Farm Beekeeping and Horses. Some horse videos mixed in now. Anyways, okay, if you've seen my video, I did something kind of dumb. I wasn't paying attention. If you see my video on when I fogged my hives, I went through and I fogged everybody. Then I came out here yesterday, I forget for what, to do something, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This hive right here, there's no bees in it. So I fogged. In the video, you'll see me fogging everybody. Well, one of them I fogged just for practice, right? Duh. Yeah, I just realized, I'm like, wait a minute, there's no bees in that one. So I got everybody fogged. The one that I forgot, that swarm that you seen the video on, that's the one I forgot, because I'm not used to it being there. So I forgot the swarm. I forgot to fog that swarm. So this morning I came out here really early and fogged it. But what I'm going to do now, really quick, I'm going to grab my glasses. I'm just going to check, these bottom boards that slide out, work out really nice on these hives. And I need to check. Yeah, like this one here. That one's got bees in it. I did fog it. But see, my little slide out trays, which are right here, I'm going to pull them trays out and just see if there's any mites on them. Real quick, just a little check here. And then probably tomorrow, I need to go through these hives now and see what's going on in them. Which you guys have all seen, I didn't have that great of a winter. But the bees are all flying. That swarm doesn't appear to be mine. I still think I caught somebody else's swarm, which is great. I mean, not for them, but for me, I guess, right? Which brings me to 3 hives. Woohoo, right? It's better than 2. Anyways, but I need to go through them and see what's going on. So let me grab my glasses really quick. We're just going to go through here. I just want to see if there's any mites on them trays, which would have been 1, 2, right? 2 days ago. And there should be some mites on there. That was 2 days ago I fogged them. And the one I practiced on, whatever. So this one over here, I'll check tomorrow. There might even be some mites on it now if I look. I could look now. I did it this morning. It's about 6 hours later. So we'll check to see if there's any on there, to see how fast your mites are dropping. And I think that's what got me last fall. Even though I used the Apivar, I didn't fog. I just used the Apivar. Oh, look at here. Look. Let's see if you can catch that real quick. Let's see if you can catch that out there. Where's it at? Can you see that out there running? It looks like a dog. It's hard for me to see on here. I don't know if you can see that or not, if I've got it on camera. Hopefully that came out. That was a coyote out during the day. We don't like coyotes. Coyotes eat our chickens. They can go after your small dogs if they're out. You gotta watch how if you got little dogs and you live out in the country, you gotta watch for coyotes. And that's kind of odd to see one just running across the field like that. And he can hear me talking. Didn't seem to faze him too much, so that's not good. I'll be curious to see if that came out. If it did, hopefully you guys seen it. Anyways, yeah, so I fogged a hive there. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I didn't fog, I just treated, but when I pulled the strips out, the boxes were all up to weight. And some of the hives just disappeared. I don't know what the hell happened to them. So I am going to do things a little different this year. I'm going to do the Apivar, because that's a good time to check your weights at the same time when you pull the strips out. Check your weights of your box, and then I'm going to fog. I am going to fog again, because I was looking at one of my videos from December when I was putting all the sugar in, and there was all kind of bees in these things. And some of these bee hives were so packed, it wasn't even, I was like, oh my God, how are they all going to fit back in? And if you look at that video, I think it was back in December when I was putting the sugar in. I'm going to do that a little bit different too. So I've got some different ideas for this. We don't want to talk about winter, but for this late fall to have better success going into next winter. So anyway, let's pull some of these boards out. We'll see if we got any mites. So I know this sounds kind of dumb, but I kind of hope I do. I mean, if you don't, that's great, but I kind of hope I do have some mites, and at least you know what you're doing is working. And it's probably not going to show up too good on the camera. Let me see if I can do this, so it'll focus in. And there's mites. There's 1, 2. There's mites. That's just good. There's about, I'm counting at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Let's see if this will zoom in. If it'll focus, if I hold it still. There's mites right there. There's one, there's two that just blew off. Some of them just blew off because of the wind. But there are mites. There's one right here. There's a mite right there. There's a mite right there. So there's actually a bunch of them in here. That's good. But I am going to hit these guys once a week just to make sure I get them all. That's what's nice about using these white. All this is, all these are is like when you go, like when you look at, like you'll have basements in your ceiling, those big huge fluorescent lights with the big drop down to like 3 foot wide by like 3 feet long, 2 feet wide. These are the plastic light covers for the lights. These things work out really good because they're pretty solid. You can scrape them off really good. Take your hive tool and scrape them. I tried using like those political board, like when you see politician signs or whatever. I tried using those, they fall apart. I had some other ones that cracked on me because of the cold. These seem to hold up pretty well. You can wash them off good, they're solid. So you just go any home. I go to Menards, not that I'm getting paid to say that, but I go to Menards and buy this stuff. And these work out really good. Cut them to the size you need, slide them in, and they're white. And mites have a rust color to them. They're kind of like a rust color looking bug, so which we don't like. Anyway, so these work out really good. You can see the mites really well. So let's go to the next one over here. You can see me. I'll put this. Let's go over here. Before I stand this up, before I stand this up and the wind's going to blow these, let me just look really quick here. I see them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's mites. That's good. It's working. If you see right here, there's one right there. There's one right there. That's what mites look like. We don't like mites. We hate mites. What else? Right there. Yeah, mites are not our friend. So there's probably 4 or 5 on here too, which tells me that there's mites on the bees. These are the ones that made it through winter. So now I just take and scrape this off. Just go ahead and scrape these off. This is what works out really nice about this. Any kind of honey that falls on them, you just scrape it off. These hold up pretty well. I had to change the way if you look in previous videos from a couple of years ago when I was building my bottom boards, I had to do something different to the back to make these work. So they work out really well. So, I might just check for fun tomorrow, see if any more mites are on here. Let's just, out of curiosity, check the hive that I forgot, and we'll see if I got any mites from within 6 hours. Let's go see. Okay, I don't see any. It might be too early, so I'll check it again. I don't even see one, which could be a really good sign. But I will check it again tomorrow and see. So that's it. Just remember, when you're fogging your hives, just do the hives that have bees in them. Don't waste your oxalic acid on practicing. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I come out here this morning, or no, yesterday. I'm like, oh my God. So anyways, that's one way you could check really quick to see if your mite treatment, as far as fogging, works. So that's about it. I'm going to fog them I did it on Sunday. I did it on a Sunday, so I'm going to do it every Sunday or Saturday, depending on the weather. I'm going to hit them. I'm going to hit them 5 times. I'm going to go 5 times. It ain't going to hurt nothing. No, I'm going to hit them 4 times. I need to put my supers on. But if I hit them 4 times, after the 2nd and 3rd time, even after the 4th time, if I see no mites, then I know I'm okay. Because when you put your supers on, you don't want your oxalic. You don't want to be fogging your hives with your supers on. You could pull them off, fog them, wait a little while, put them back on. That's what I do anyways. But you're not supposed to fog with your supers on. I'm not sure what the technical reason is. I forgot. I'd have to go look it up. Because oxalic acid is all natural. But it does something to the honey. If anybody wants to, in the comments, let me know. Fill me in and refresh my memory on that. Why oxalic acid is bad when your supers are on. What it actually could do to the honey. And then I've heard stories of guys, they just do it. They don't care. Especially if you're not selling the honey, if it's for yourself only. I think that's part of it. If you're selling the honey, you're not supposed to do that. But if you're keeping it for yourself, then I guess they don't care. So anyways, that's my story. I'll come back next week and I'll fog them again. We're going to go through these hives here real quick too and see what they are doing. I was actually going to do it now, but I forgot my mask. I'm not sure how nice the bees are being right now. So anyways, that's my story. Hopefully you like the channel, or hopefully you like this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Questions, comments, please leave them. And I will talk to you guys like really quick in the next video. All right, see you later. Bye.